HOA stored 14 containers on my property, so a judge awarded me their contents for unpaid rent. My name is Daniel Carter, and for most of my life, I believed that if you worked hard and treated people fairly, things would usually work out. I owned 20 acres of land just outside a small Texas town. The property wasn't fancy, but it was mine. My late father had left it to me before he passed away. Every fence post, every oak tree, every dusty road carried memories of him. After Dad died, I promised myself I would never sell the land. I never imagined that promise would put me in a battle against the most arrogant HOA board I'd ever met. It started when a luxury housing development was built next to my property. The community was called Silver Creek Estates. Big houses, fancy gates, golf carts everywhere, and an HOA board that thought they owned the entire county. One afternoon, I came home from work and nearly drove my truck into a ditch. 4 massive shipping containers sat on my property. I stopped, stared, then counted again. 4 containers, each one 40 feet long. I knew they weren't mine. The next morning, there were 6. 2 days later, there were 10. By the end of the week, there were 14 giant containers covering almost 2 acres of my land. I was furious. I called the HOA office immediately. The board president, Karen Whitmore, answered. "Those containers are on my property," I said. She laughed. "No, they're on unused land beside our community." "It's my land?" "Well, it looks abandoned." I gripped the phone. "My family has owned it for 50 years. "Then maybe you should maintain it better." She hung up. I couldn't believe it. The next day, I drove to the county records office. Within an hour, I had official maps proving every container sat squarely inside my property line. I emailed the documents to the HOA. No response. I sent certified letters. Nothing. I hired a surveyor. Bright orange markers appeared, all around the containers showing they were unquestionably on my land. The HOA removed the markers the next day. That was when I realized this wasn't a misunderstanding. This was deliberate. For months, the containers remained there. Construction crews came and went. The HOA used them as storage units, lumber, appliances, landscaping equipment, furniture, even expensive machinery. Every day they benefited from land they didn't own. Meanwhile, I couldn't use that section of my property at all. My lawyer finally suggested something interesting. "Have you sent them an invoice?" "An invoice?" "For storage rent." I laughed, then stopped, because he wasn't joking. Texas law allowed property owners to seek compensation for unauthorized commercial use of their land.